They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down that stretch they come. Second Beaver, Skip away wins!
And welcome to a brand new edition of Monmouth Racing Today. I'm your host, Mike Kersey. We are on the Monmouth Park backstretch where we caught up with trainer Greg Sacco, got his thoughts on his horses for this weekend, and some interesting first-time starters we'll have coming up in the next few weeks. Plus, we'll catch up with Brian Skirka for our Saturday Late Pick 4 segment. Right now, let's take a look at the Monmouth Notebook. It's certainly been quite a summer for apprentice jockey Nick Juarez, who enters the weekend with 14 wins while hitting the board in 48 of 160 starts. He's picked up a number of clients along the way, including trainer Greg Sacco, a barn he's clicking with at 21%. They'll team up with Moonlight Blaze in Saturday's second. Juarez is hitting at 29% for trainer Hugh McMahon, and he'll guide Tampador for that conditioner in Saturday's third. Well, not much has changed in the trainer standings, except that defending champ Jorge Navarro has extended his lead from last weekend. Now with a 5-win advantage over Eddie Pleasant Jr., the count is 37-32 entering the weekend. Both will be busy. Jason Service has moved into 5th place in the standings, heating up over the past month or so. He has 2 wins Saturday, including Best Actor on the Turf in race 7. This son of Rock Hard 10 will make his second start of the year and should be primed for an improved effort with 33% jockey Gabriel Saez aboard. And the battle is on for runner-up honors to Paco Lopez. Both Eddie Castro and Orlando Boca Chica are tied for second, and both continue to ride well heading into the final few weeks of the meet. Castro owns 46 wins, hitting at 19% for the meet. He'll have the call on first-time starter Chip Leader on Sunday. The 2-year-old by Giants Causeway was a $180,000 purchase and hails for the barn of Wayne Catalano. On the Monmouth Park backstretch, it is Greg Sacco alongside, and Greg, always busy as usual, winning at big numbers over at Parks and here at Monmouth Park as well as we wind down the meet. Let's talk about who you have in this weekend, starting on Saturday with He's a Slam Dunk, second twice, third career start. What are you thinking here?
You know, he's a nice 3-year-old. He was slow developing. And first start, he ran in the slop, ran a good race, came back in a maiden special weight race. He impressed us that start to bump him up to the special weight. He didn't switch leads that day, and it probably got him beat. Still, he ran a little green in the stretch. We worked on that with some equipment. He's worked good since the race, 2 solid works coming into this race. And I hope he puts his best foot forward. He's training well. We expect him to run a good race. We have a couple of 2-year-olds in on Saturday. On the first-time starters, Smart Return, a horse that's run a couple times. It's disappointed us in Pasta Giovanni, but Smart Return is training well, and we expect him to give a good effort. First time out of the box, he's by Mr. Brunetti's homebred stallion, Sweet Return, who's had some nice horses last couple of years. In fact, I think his last 11 starters had about 8 winners, me included, with other trainers around the country. So he's actually a pretty decent stallion.
And then Sunday?
Sunday, we made a couple entries. I don't know what's going. We have Determining, who's coming off 3 straight seconds, and a cheaper maiden claiming race for 10. But he's always knocking on the door. And I entered a Sweet on Smoky in a 2-year-old grass filly race. She was second last time out to a Kelly Breen filly. I think she'll like the grass. She's by Successful Appeal, and she liked the 2-turn stretch out last time. And then we have Imperial Rule. He broke his maiden here for 20, ran mid-pack for 20 in his second start, his first start against Winners, and he's training well, and I think he'll fit nicely in the 2 Life for 20.
And how about Moonlight Blaze? Is that the name of the horse?
Moonlight Blaze, yeah. He's a Jersey bred that we stretched him out last time. It was an improved effort. He's by Louis Michael, son of Rahi, and I think he'll like the grass. And, you know, he ran actually another sneaky good race going long first time out. Got a little speed duel, but I think he'll enjoy the switch to the grass. We have a couple at Parks on Saturday. English Channel Colt and Paddington Express that ran here. I couldn't get him back in here. He stretched out to 1 1/8 miles. Right. He had one start with actually a really wide trip, and he walked out of the gate that day from the 1 all. He fell asleep. I think he's going to run well. And then we have a maiden there that's first time gelding, Sonny Mills. I think he'll run a good race with improved effort as a gelding.
And, you go back over the summer, you've had some really good firsters out here and second-time starters that have found the winner's circle. Is there any one of those that's found the winner's circle, young horses that got you excited here?
Yeah, there's a couple. There were Jersey breds. Well, Let's Parlay won first time, and she was fourth in the sorority. She's a Jersey bred. I don't know how far we're going to go along with her, if we're going to pull the plug on her. Hazel-Eyed Girl was scheduled to start in a stallion race at Gulfstream, and she bucked shins down there, so she's on the farm. Flamingo Dancer, we're going to lay up till next year. Out of the firsters, we ran one last week, Weeby Jammin', that was a very impressive race. He got caught in the speed duel first time. I think he needed a little racing experience, but he's going to run back in the Jersey Juvenile as a maiden. And a good group of Jersey breds. Chuck Spina's colts were very impressive, 1-2. Eddie Broom has a nice colt. David Nunn won with a firster here by Wildcat Air. Should be a very competitive 2-year-old race. I hope they run the juvenile for fillies too, like they have in the past. I know there's some nice Jersey bred fillies. It'd be nice to separate them to determine a winner in each division.
You must have some confidence in Weeby Jammin' to put him in a spot like that, not having won a race yet. What do you like about him?
He's done everything right, and he's, I think, better than he should. I think he kind of hung with the horse the other day. We might fiddle with blinkers before his next start, but it maybe just needed the racing experience. We're going to work him twice before that race. He's just a well-balanced colt out of a nice unbridled mare. And I think that he'll move up leaps and bounds off the first effort.
Anybody else coming out between now and the end of the meet, or?
Yes, I have a taste ran the same day, and she was eliminated leaving the gate that day, and then came into the stretch 6 or 7 wide and was 5th by 2 lengths. With a clean start that day, she would have been heads apart with Timmy Hill's filly on the wire. And we have a Smart Strike colt named Strike Him Down out of an AP Indy mare. He's probably 1 work away. A Super Saver colt that's 1 work away, and a Kitten's Joy that's a few works away that will run at Meadowlands. So I'm looking forward to those 3 colts coming up. And what we've been really pleased with the way our 2-year-olds ran. We're just going to see if we're going to lay them up. It's a tough winter in Florida with some of the big boys, so we'll just see if we'll let them develop and bring them back in the spring for next year.
What's the name of the Super Saver?
His name is Mason's Dream. He's a New York bred, so he probably will start the first time at Belmont.
Boy, Super Saver's had some summer. I'm telling you, every time you turn around, you got another Super Saver youngster in the winner's circle.
He's really been him and Looking at Lucky. They've winner after winner. This colt is out of a Lemon Drop Kid mare, and he bucked shins this summer. Big colt. He's done everything right, training well, and I'm looking forward to running him. Probably will run him at Belmont, being a New York bred.
And how about the winter? What's that have in store for you? You're going to be up here?
We're going to go to Parks like we did last year. We had a really good winter there. Great people over at Parks. The program is a good program. Give away good money there. So we'll go there with the winter horses, lay up the Jersey breds, and we're going to send about 12 to Florida.
All right, and then be back here next year.
Yeah, we love Monmouth. It's our favorite spot.
Greg Sacco here on Monmouth Racing Today. Thanks so much as usual, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael.
All right, more to come. Stay with us. Brand new for the 2014 racing season, the William Hill Race and Sports Bar is located on the first floor of the grandstand and features over 100 flat-screen HD TVs and a lavish granite-top bar. Stop in any live racing day to play our season-long free sports contest for the chance to win great prizes. It's the perfect place to watch the big race or the big game. The new William Hill Race and Sports Bar at beautiful Monmouth Park. Welcome back to Monmouth Racing Today. As usual, alongside one of the best handicappers around is Brian Skirka, and we are talking late pick 4 for Saturday. And Saturday is also Trucktoberfest, so we have some more trucks coming out here, and people love that.
Yeah, it's another day where you have to kind of divvy up your bankroll or bring a bigger bankroll. You have to decide what you're going to be gambling on the horse side and then where you're going to go food truck-wise. We have 23 different food trucks coming, pretty much any kind of food that you could possibly want, and also an Oktoberfest beer garden with every German beer we're offering will be $5.
All sounds good, but again, save a little money for the late pick 4 because we're going to give you one right now. We'll start off in race number 7. Who's your top pick, Brian?
I'm going to go with Best Actor, second off of a pretty long layoff for Jason Service. Last time that this horse ran was on Haskell Day. Tried to come from off the pace. Haskell Day, the turf is a little bit speed favoring. Looks like there's a little more speed in this race, especially if this one's stablemate Uncle Gare can get in off the also eligible list. Might set this one up.
I'm going to go with the 7 Sharp Omar, about as consistent as they come. His speed figures fit nicely with the rest of this grouth. Makes his thirst off the claim for the Farrow Barn, and that farm barn has been doing extremely well of late. In race 8, who are you going with?
I'm going to try She's Hot Wired. It's a tough race for me. I think this one might be a little bit of price. Ran just a few days ago on New Jersey Thoroughbred Festival Day. Cuts it back in distance here, and the barn is pretty good, 21% off of just a week's rest.
My pick's going to be the 3 Good Song. Debuts first off the claim for leading trainer George Navarro. We know about those numbers, close to 40% overall. I like the confidence that he's moving this horse up in class. That's Good Song in the 8th. How about race 9, third leg?
I'm going to try Claiming Victory. We'll just be interested to see what this one is on the morning line. This one will be very, very tough. There's a lot of speed in this race. 5.5 furlong races can set it up sometimes for closers. As this one is coming to traffic twice in a row. A clean trip, I think, puts this one in the winner's circle.
I'm right there with you. I like Claiming Victory here. Third start off the bench for trainer Joe Orsino. This is a daughter of Any Given Saturday who rallied nicely to Best by a Neck in her last start at 5 furlongs, but she has shown good speed before when winning on the turf. So, as you said, it looks like it's going to play from off the pace for Claiming Victory in race 9. And to wrap it up in the finale.
I'm going to go Hoppy Doo, another tough race for me, but one last time, claimed by Jorge Navarro, Paco Lopez aboard. Hard to go against those connections.
I went all the way on the outside with the 11 Black Bull. Not crazy about the post, but this horse was claimed 2 back for a higher price tag. Now returns to what I think is a more realistic level here in this spot after trying tougher foes last time. It's back to his best distance, and that's really the key. 1 mile, where he's won 5 of 6 career starts. And that's a look at the late pick 4. For Brian, Mike, come on out to the track, say hello to us, and enjoy Trucktoberfest on Saturday. Tired of standing in line to place a bet? Monmouth Park's mobile wagering platform eliminates lines and brings wagering directly to your mobile device. Sign up is simple, takes less than a minute, and can be done at any mutual teller. Simply deposit your daily bankroll and your mobile account is instantly created, allowing you to bet all day from the comfort of your picnic table, grandstand seat, or parterre. For more information, stop by any guest service or welcome center. And that'll put a wrap on this week's edition of Monmouth Racing Today. We hope to see you for Trucktoberfest on Saturday. So long, everybody.
They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come. Serpent Beaver, get